Hello there, welcome to this topic that I really wish every lady would have at her fists. How to make your man treat you right. Whereas I know it is really true that you cannot change somebody, it is also true that you can make somebody behave the way you would wish them to. Welcome, right here is Aunt Ayla. I hope you get something of value from today's lesson, and please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. How to make your husband or your partner treat you right does not just pop out of the blue while you're in the marriage and you're like, no, this guy is not treating me right. He should do this just because you've watched some beautiful series and you want him to behave like that, or just because your friend has told you how nice her husband is treating her. Now you want yours also to treat you like that. No, it just doesn't work that way. This thing is systematic. Right from the beginning, from the time you begin the dating, that is when you start checking this person. Never ignore the red flags. What will be happening in the marriage is a replica of what you saw in the dating process. So don't ignore the red flags. When you notice them, act accordingly. And if you don't notice a change in this person, just know this relationship will not take you any far. That marriage will not work. It's not for you. Point number one, if you want your husband to treat you right, give him his conjugal right as and when he demands. It is a rightful right. He is also getting these lessons, by the way, wherever he is. He's being told, give that lady the way she wants. So I am telling you now, give that guy the way he wants. We are talking about conjugal rights here. And I am a person who does not believe in entering into a marriage commitment without testing it out. I'm not here to offend anyone. I know you have your own belief, but this is me. I don't want to go into this whole thing of dating, wedding, with all the financial implications, the time lost, the youth lost, and then down into the marriage after legalizing the relationship. You now realize, hey, this man does not stand. What would you be doing there? Of course, now you'll run away. Why all the loss? Why all the fuss? What have you been doing? Why didn't you just take the initiative to test it out? Huh? Okay. The fact that you've gone through the dating phase and you know that your sexual energies augur well, they match well, please give this guy how and as he demands it. He will do the same to you, and oh my God, this house will be beautiful. Everyone will be well satiated and everything will work out as expected, in fact, beyond the bargain. That is what we are looking for in this point, right? Point number two, love all his relatives with all your heart, soul, and mind. He will do the same to your relatives. He will love all your relatives. And how beautiful is it to have such a large sphere of love? I mean, you have all those friends and love from the relatives of the man, and he has all these ones on your side. Truth be said, men love it when you fit into his larger family. He feels so secure. In relation to that point, I will single this one out, and it should stand as a point of its own. Number three, love his mother more than you love your own. Don't take it as literal as that. I mean, you should love his mother. Love his mother like you would love your own mother. You know how dear your mother is? That is how dear his mother is to him as well. So if you love what he loves, definitely he's gonna love you more. And he's going to treat you and your family even better than you'd be doing to his own. So please, daughter-in-law, love your mother-in-law. She is your husband's treasure. She is the apple of his eye. If you love what he loves, he will love you and even treat you better. Number four, very important. Listen. Apologize when he wrongs you. Weird, right? It sounds really unrealistic. Oh, yes, you have to use knowledge in certain situations. When he wrongs you and he comes and causes a sin, he's making it a very, very big issue, and yet he is actually the one who has wronged you. What you do? Apologize. It won't hurt you because down deep in your heart, you know you are not really apologizing. Apologize at the heat of the moment. Then he will calm down and he will think he has won. No, you're using your brain. When the situation has calmed down at a light moment later on, you will now bring it up in such a friendly and loving way and tell him, my dear, educate him, tell him, no, that wasn't it. And you bring out your mind. He will listen. Men listen in a calm, peaceful, loving environment. If you want a man to understand, make it in a very loving environment. That's why many women make their agendas go through in the bedroom, in the bed. Okay? I'm not saying you really have to make it that way. I mean, that is some ladies. You can look for a very calm time, environment, atmosphere. It can even be out of home. It can even be within home, but make sure he is in the best state of mind. Then you'll bring it up. You'll find him apologizing. So the best thing is for you to take the initiative to apologize even when he has wronged you. It costs you nothing. Just use your brain. Number 5, always be available. Be available for your husband. Just try to leave no room for temptation. He's going to treat you the same way. When he's going outing, maybe with friends, he will always give you a slot. Hi, Ayla, can we go out, please? Be available. He'll be going shopping. Ayla, can we please go shopping? Oh, be available. Ayla, I want to go. Let's go for this trip. Let's go do this and that. Be available. Ayla, I'm here. I'm feeling bored. What are you doing? Be available. I don't mean you should be nagging. I don't mean you should not give him breathing space. But I mean, if the slot is there, always be available. He will do the same for you. Whenever you need him, he will be around. Whatever you want him to do, he will do for you. We are talking of how to make your man behave the way you want him to. This is how you're going to do it. How else? How else? You think you're just going to get up out of the blue and say, hey, no, you're not doing it right. Please, can you do it this way? With that kind of commanding voice. No, it will not work out with a man. Number 6, put money in his pocket. Broke men are always angry men. Now, when I say put money in his pocket, I don't mean you literally get money and go and fix in his pocket. No. Put money in his pocket. I mean, be a contributor. Be a contributor financially in the home. Make sure you're working. And if you're working, let your money be seen. Some women are working, but you'll never see their money. You will never see their money. And that is even more painful than a woman who is not working. She would rather not work and oh yes, she has nothing. Then you will look for all ways to make sure the home is fluid single-handedly than having a person who is working every day. She's not available in the home. She's working every day and yet you cannot see her finances. And if you ask, it is a fight. So, when I say put money in his pocket, I mean be a financial contributor in the home. Let him see where your money goes. In times when he is dry, in times when his pockets are dry, he knows he has another pocket. That is you. So you should put money in your man's pocket in order to avoid that gloomy scenario in your home. Like I said, a broke man is always an angry man. He'll do the same to you. He'll do the same to you. You will always see your man's finances. As long as he knows where your finances are going, he will show you his finances. You will not even labor to know. He will even make you custodian of his ATM card. I'm talking out of experience. Number 8, plan the day. Have days that are solely planned by you. Don't always wait for your husband to plan the outings. Please, once in a while, surprise him. You've secured a place for outing. You've organized everything. He is just to put on his attire, shoes, and off you go. Take care of everything. Financially, planning and everything. Take care of it. This kind of intrigue pleases any man. How sweet, comfortable, and nice it feels to be driven. Oh, yes, sit in the co driver's seat. It is far more enjoyable than being on the driver's seat. The driver's seat is full of tension, alertness, care, keenness. You're always alert. And yet, the co driver is very relaxed and comfortable. That is the feeling they get when you plan the day and they just appear as your guests. Please give them that kind of treatment once in a while. They will always do it for you. Oh, yes, I've had ladies complaining. My husband doesn't even take me outing. My husband doesn't even think of any outing. I've never had an outing ever since we got married. Have you taken the initiative to do it yourself? How many times have you done it for him? Please treat him the way you want him to treat you. Because men always want to be the challengers, but they are not good at taking the initiative. Take the initiative, and then he will wish to challenge what you've done. You will take him once, he will take you 5 times. Number 9, take care of his nutritional needs. Yes, I mean a balanced and healthy diet for your husband, of course, and for the entire family. And make sure this thing, you don't just jump into it as the relationship is rolling. This is something that you have to start right from the beginning of your marriage. Start planning the balanced meal, the balanced diets, or else it is just an invitation for disaster, because you are at a risk of feeding on fufu for breakfast, for lunch, and for dinner daily. And you'll have maybe only one meal change of diet that you've initiated at the end of the week. Please plan the feeding and he will follow suit. After all, that is even your jurisdiction. I know the modern woman doesn't want to hear that, but please plan the feeding. Next, make sure he is well groomed and smells amazing always. In the same way, he will always attend to you. Number 10, always be a good personal assistant to your husband. Always reminding him of his appointments, his plans, his other engagements. In fact, this will even open room for future planning together. It will open room for you to start discussing the future together. Oh, yes, if you want him to open up plans, maybe for the future or engagements, be there as his personal assistant. Always remind him. Remind him. In this way, you'll be tickling his mind to discuss the future. And of course, that is with you. Use your brain. Lady, last and bonus point. Always take lessons from people with experience. And you'll not be wondering why things aren't working for you. Thank you for listening to me again. Please meet you in my next one, and don't forget to subscribe.